Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again, and we are going to deal with a new series called Mathematics with Technology. So, our first topic is adding integers. So, I want to get right down to it. So, I'm going to use my technology, which is my calculator, the Texas Instrument 30XII solar powered calculator, very good calculator. And want to show you a few buttons. The parenthesis button, the left parenthesis, and the right parenthesis above the buttons 8 and 9. The addition sign is there. The equal button is over there. And the negative button is over there. Please notice that the negative button is underneath the number 3 button. And there is a minus sign there, so you have to be careful about that because we're not really going to be using that button when we're dealing with addition. We're going to be using negative sign. So the negative sign. So please don't make that mistake by accidentally pressing the minus button when you're dealing with addition problems. So if you see a negative sign or a little minus sign, they're talking about the negative button underneath the 3. So we're going to get our calculator in a minute and show you. So the key thing you should note is to type the problem exactly as shown into your calculator. Positive signs do not have to be typed in, by the way. For example, we have positive 7 plus positive 5. So I don't have to write the positive for the 7, but I do have to have the addition sign between the two numbers, and I didn't even write the positive sign for the 5. So all I have to do is get my calculator, and let me get it out, and type parenthesis 7 parenthesis plus sign parenthesis 5 parenthesis, and I'll get my answer of 12. So if you happen to make the mistake of trying to type in all of those positive signs, and or should I say plus signs with the positive sign symbol, the calculator does not have a positive button. So you're going to get what's called a syntax error message because it doesn't understand what's all these plus signs doing in there. So that's why we cannot use the plus sign, and we have to utilize the the sign without a positive, because we deal with regular numbers and we know that the positive numbers don't have to have a plus sign. Okay, so that's something you should know about positive integers. Okay, let's go on. Let's go to the second calculator, the Desmos calculator, where you have parenthesis down here at the bottom. This is a web-based calculator, by the way, very good one. The addition sign is there, and you have the negative and minus button. So notice this one doesn't have a negative button like the other calculator does. So we have to use the negative sign and minus sign to represent the same situation. And we also have our blue equal button there. So again, the same thing here. Type the problem exactly as shown. Positive signs do not have to be typed in. All right, so let me get to my Desmos calculator. And there it is. So again, let's make that parenthesis, and I don't have to type the positive sign, but if you want to, go ahead and don't say that I didn't tell you so. And parenthesis again, positive 5 or plus 5, and this one, Desmos understands that the plus button is a positive symbol. So Desmos understands that. That's why it doesn't have a negative button, because it understands negative and minus really mean the same thing. So Desmos will let you off with it, but I would prefer, if you, depending on which calculator you're using, try to keep in mind that the plus signs don't have to be included. I mean, the positive signs don't have to be included when you're typing with all those parentheses. So you'll get the same answer as that. So notice these are the same. All right. So that's the Desmos calculator. Let me go back to my lesson. And here's 2 examples for you to try. So let's try it with this calculator, and let's see what you get. So I give you a minute. So you want to pause the video and see what you get when you try these 2. All right. So here we got -5 plus -9. So in parentheses, I'm going to use the negative button. Remember, it's on the bottom. -5 plus parentheses -9 parentheses, enter. I get -14 up there for the top. And now the bottom. -5 plus +4. Remember, we don't have to write the positive sign. That's why you see it gone down there. So let's get that in there. Parentheses. Let me clear this first. Parentheses, -5, parentheses, plus parentheses 4. I didn't write the positive sign, so that way I won't get a double error. And there is my answer, -1. Let's make that a little smaller, Dr. Rob. Okay, so we tried it with that calculator. Let's go to Desmos. Well, first, I hope you understand what's going on. If you're not sure, rewatch the video and write down your questions and bring them in. So let's now go to Desmos. So we got -5 plus -9 in parentheses. So let's clear this. -5, where's parentheses? -5, and so I'm using the minus sign. -5, close that, plus -9. I think it was -9, right? -9, yes. Go back here, plus -9. Ooh, let me go back. -9, and let me delete that. Okay, and I get my answer of -14. So again, notice we use the minus sign for negative. So this calculator, a little bit better because it understands negative numbers. So you might want to use this if you don't have the other calculator available. And let's get that last question. So let's see what the last question was. -5 plus 4, +4. So let's go back here. -5 in parentheses, -5 parentheses, plus, and I'll put the +4 because this calculator understands positive numbers, positive signs, and doesn't fear them like the other calculator does. So there's our answer of -1 for that one, as we got previously in the other questions. So I hope you understand what's going on with both calculators. And if you don't, please write down your questions, bring them in, and we'll be glad to talk about them in class. So this is Dr. Robinson. You can to call Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline. They do offer help with calculators as well, 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. Very nice people. Don't forget, you can reach me on YouTube. Check out my other tutorial videos. My channel name is Dan Robinson. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you for helping us get over 1,000. Now let's help us get to our next 1,000. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Write comments. I do write back. Check out our latest release, Math Prep 21, PKMS. Good video. Tweet me at drobmath1. So if you want to study with me and like some more information on this topic, write me at drobinson@peakskillschools.org. So I hope you enjoyed this new series, Mathematics with Technology, for adding integers. So this is Dr. Robinson signing off. Hopefully you enjoyed everything.